Well, it's a big story breaking this Sunday afternoon. Massive escalation in Bengal political war. We're getting you all the details up ahead on the show. The CBI mounting heat on Mamata Banerjee's family now, serving notice to Rujira Banerjee, who is the wife of Didi's nephew Abhishek Banerjee. A team of CBI went to the residence of Abhishek Banerjee to question her and sought some time. Also, a telephonic conversation has happened between Rujira and CBI officials. A three-member team along with investigative officers are at the residence of Abhishek Banerjee. Even as we speak, sources within the CBI are telling us that her name had actually cropped up during investigations in this case. Notice for questioning in the coal scam probe. The CBI says coal was smuggled and the money was laundered. All right, my colleague Surya is getting us more details, and he is at Abhishek Banerjee's residence where the raid is happening. Surya, tell us the latest first. Are the CBI officials also still there? Who else is in the residence of Abhishek Banerjee as we speak right now?
Well, right now we're standing in front of Abhishek Banerjee's Harish Mukherjee Road residence, and what we have understood over here is that no summon has been issued in the name against Abhishek Banerjee. A notice has been served on against Abhishek Banerjee's wife, Rujira Narula's name, and she has been asked to appear and in the connection with an ongoing probe related to a coal scam. Now, this is what that had happened today afternoon. A three-member team of the CBI arrived at the residence behind me, and they were finding and they did serve a notice to Mrs. Narula, and then they have left from this particular space. Now, Abhishek Banerjee time and again has stated vehemently that the centre is trying to attack him and his immediate family, and there has been a war of words between Abhishek Banerjee and other senior leaders of the BJP, wherein the BJP leaders have time and again accused Abhishek Banerjee of being involved in multiple scams, multiple issues. Abhishek Banerjee has always stated that they need to prove it, and just before the 2021 elections, rather the onset of 2021 elections in West Bengal, what we gather is that a notice has been served to the wife of Abhishek Banerjee, but no summon in any case has been issued to Abhishek Banerjee. Back to you.
Surya, also just some information that I have with me right now, and just talk to us a little more about it. The indication really from Abhishek Banerjee in the past also has spoken about, to be specific, on the 13th of February at a rally, that he and his wife are being targeted by the centre. Isn't it? Obviously, political vendetta is what the TMC is bound to say, given the fact that Abhishek Banerjee is not just any other TMC leader. He is the person who's being groomed by his aunt, Mamata Banerjee, perhaps as the heir to the Trinamool Congress, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, and Abhishek Banerjee is the number 2 of Trinamool after Mamata Banerjee. That is something which is extremely clear. Abhishek Banerjee had on record time and again stated that the BJP leaders who come to Kolkata, come to West Bengal, have only alleged the fact that he's involved in multiple scams, and if this can be proved that his name crops up in any of the scams, he will hang himself. That is what something Abhishek has stated time and again. He also went on to further state that he and his wife are under massive scrutiny by the central, and they will try to set them up in any particular scam or case in a fixed case or something, and will take political vendetta out of it. So this was something that Abhishek Banerjee had been stating for a long time right now, that he feared that there will be fake cases against him by the centre. However, there has been no official communication from Abhishek Banerjee or his office as of yet on this particular issue, but the Trinamool Congress has gone all out against the BJP and the central government, claiming that this is political vendetta, and this is just happening because the elections are around the corner and the centre wants to try all its blaze out all its guns and to make sure that they use the agencies to threaten and make political leaders in West Bengal afraid just before the 2021 elections. Back to you.
Yes, absolutely. Surya, also for our viewers, we're talking about the coal scam case. Just take us through the details. We'll just come back to you for more on that, for more details on what exactly really is the coal scam case that Abhishek Banerjee is being in fact accused of, being hand in glove essentially for as far as the charges of money laundering also are concerned. Be with us, we'll just come back to you. BJP, which accused Mamata Banerjee of in fact propelling her nephew as the political heir, has attacked Abhishek Banerjee on multiple occasions. In fact, accusing Mamata of pushing him as part of a dynastic rule policy. This, of course, has resulted in fiery counters from Mamata Banerjee. Let's take a listen.
ये 10 करोड़ बंगाली लोगों का भविष्य आपको नहीं दिखाई पड़ता है। ये करोड़ों युवाओं का भविष्य आपको नहीं दिखाई पड़ता है। आपकी नजर में अपना भतीजा है, कब इसको मुख्यमंत्री बना दे, कब इसको मुख्यमंत्री बना दे। मैं पूछने आया हूं बंगाल के युवाओं को, क्या दोष है आपका? क्यों विकास बंगाल में नहीं हो रहा है?
অভিষেক আমার কাছে স্পেশাল কোনো প্রায়োরিটি পায় না, কিন্তু মনে রাখবেন আমাকে যখন হাজরায় মারা হয়েছিল, আমার মাথা ফেটে চৌচির হয়ে গিয়েছিল, তখন সবে ও ছোট্ট জন্মেছে। অনেক দিন ধরে দেখেছি আমার মাথায় ব্যান্ডেজ করা, আমার হাতে ব্যান্ডেজ করা। তারপর মা ওকে গল্প করতো দিদিকে কেমন করে সিপিএম মেরেছে। ও তখন একটা কংগ্রেসের পতাকা নিয়ে মিছিল করতো একা একা, 1.5 বছর 2 বছর বয়স। দিদিকে মারলে কেন, জবাব দাও জবাব দাও জবাব দাও। ছোট্টবেলা থেকে 2 বছর বয়স থেকে ওইটা করতো, এবং ওর এই ইন্টারেস্ট দেখে আজ বড় বড় কথা বলছে। কই তোমরা তোমাদের ছেলে মেয়েদের তো বিদেশে পাঠিয়ে দাও বাবা, বিদেশে গিয়ে চাকরি করছে, ভালোই আছে, সুন্দর আছে, তো এরাও তো চলে যেতে পারতো, ওরা তো কেউ যায়নি। অমিত শাহ, তোমাকে আমি চ্যালেঞ্জ করছি, তোমার ছেলেকে যাও রাজনীতিতে নামাও, রোজ পার্টি জিন্দাবাদ বলে বেড়াও। অন্য পার্টির সহকর্মীরা যেমন কাজ করে, তোমার পার্টির ছেলেকেও রাস্তায় নামিয়ে সেই কাজটা করো। আমি যদি বন্দে মাতরম বলি, আমার বাড়িও বন্দে মাতরম বলে, তোমার বাড়ি কেন বলবে না?
ये मामला यहाँ तो काफी चर्चा में है, चाहे कोल हो चाहे काऊ हो। स्मगलिंग में जो बड़े बड़े लोग हैं उनके साथ उनका संबंध है। जो विनय मिश्रा का नाम आया है उसका पीछे सीबीआई लगी थी, काफी इंफॉर्मेशन उनके पास है, वो उनके बहुत निकट थे, और वो निकट के कारण बाकी जो विषय है जानकारी उनके पास होगा। और सारे हम आप सवाल में पूछिए कि कोयला का पैसा किसके पास जाता है, सीधा सीधा उनका नाम आता है। गाय का पैसा किसके पास जाता है, सारे हम लोग सभा में चिल्ला चिल्ला उनका नाम लेते हैं। तो ये पब्लिकली चलती है, तो आज मुझे लगता है इसका सबके सामने आना चाहिए, छानबीन होनी चाहिए, इसीलिए शायद पहुंची है वहाँ। लेकिन लोगों का जो सवाल है, ये कोल का पैसा जाता है, गाय का, उसका निराकरण होना चाहिए। क्यों हर जगह उनका नाम आता है, और ऐसे ऐसे लोग जो गैर कानूनी काम करते हैं उनके साथ उनका संबंध आता है, उनका निकटता दिख जाता है। तो स्वाभाविक है उनसे पूछेगी कि कहाँ तक आपका संबंध है, क्यों है इनके साथ। उनका संगठन का प्रमुख पद पर रहने वाले लोग, उनके निकट के लोग इस तरह काम में लिप्त है, और तो आज उनसे पूछेगा कि कहाँ है मामला, क्या है। इसके पहले बड़े बड़े नेता नारदा कांड में, सारदा कांड में, नहीं बीजेपी की बात नहीं है, सीबीआई कोर्ट की बात है। समाज के लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि क्यों आज तक हाथ नहीं लगाया गया। देखिए राजीव कुमार की बात है कि वो एक ऑफिसर आईपीएस है, उनके साथ भी जब पूछताछ करने गई पुलिस, ममता बनर्जी खुद उनके घर पहुंच गई, और सीबीआई अफसर को पुलिस उठा के ले गया, जाके थाने में भर दिया। ऐसा घटना क्यों होता है? तो छुपाया जाता है, तो उसका जानकारी सबको होनी चाहिए, समाज के सामने खुला आना चाहिए।
This is a typical BJP ploy to browbeat their opponents. We shall not be browbeat, not cowed down, not threatened by whatever they do through the CBI, ED or any other central government organization. What the Bharatiya Janata Party says is of no concern for us, because this is done by Bharatiya Janata Party leadership. That's all. Bogus. That's all bogus. Abhishek has challenged them several times in the defamation case against Amit Shah. Pot shots they take, this is political. So why should we take it seriously?
And Suryagni continues to be with us. Suryagni, in fact, just to give us an idea about the details of the coal scam case, given the fact that Abhishek Banerjee is not even an accused, so to speak, in this case, what is the CBI looking at? Because they did carry out raids in other locations also just 2 days ago, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, and that is the reason why the Trinamool has gone all out against the CBI and the central government, stating that Abhishek's name is nowhere in any list related to this coal scam, then on what grounds are the CBI even coming to the MP's residence and issuing a notice even to his wife? So these are the questions that the Trinamool Congress is asking the centre, rather attacking the centre on. What we need to understand is both the Trinamool and Abhishek has time and over again stated that the central government, rather the BJP uses central agencies, especially the CBI, the ED, all these agencies just before the elections to just scare and threaten leaders, especially whenever there is a poll, whenever there is a election in a particular state. Now, having said these things for a long time, not only Abhishek but also an array of Trinamool leaders, they have always attacked the BJP. And as you said rightly, that Abhishek's name has not cropped up in any of these corruption scams. However, the BJP has time and again attacked Abhishek Banerjee on multiple issues, stating that everything, that Abhishek is the final point of all corruption in West Bengal. This is something that the BJP leaders from, JP Nadda to Kailash Vijayvargiya, Dilip Ghosh, Mukul Roy, all of them have been alleging. Abhishek, on the other hand, has stated that if this can be proved, if his involvement in any scam can be proved related to corruption, then he will hang himself. This is something that has been on record from both the parties. And now, just before the elections will be, might be just called out any moment, maybe tomorrow or day after or any time. And we all know how jam-packed this election is going to be. And just before that, the coming of 3 CBI officers and issuing a notice not to Abhishek Banerjee but to his wife in a coal scam investigation is something that is being seen by all the parties of the political corridor in West Bengal, where where both of them are attacking and counter-attacking each other. Back to you.
Absolutely. Be with us. Paulami Saha is also getting us more details on that story. Paulami Saha, by and large, within the Trinamool Congress, also an attack really on Abhishek Banerjee, obviously seen really as an attack in the family of Mamata Banerjee. They are related. She's the aunt. He's the nephew. Not just that, he's also being groomed as the heir, isn't it? And that's the reason why the Trinamool Congress is going to amplify its arguments once again, that the centre uses agencies of this nature, CBI, ED and others, to all the time target the Trinamool Congress. The timing of this also is going to be questioned.
Absolutely. The timing of this will definitely be questioned, Sneha, because like you said, Abhishek Banerjee is no ordinary Trinamool Karyakarta we're talking about. We're talking about the nephew of the sitting Chief Minister of West Bengal. He's a member of Parliament as well, someone who, like you said, is being groomed to take on possibly the reins of the Trinamool Congress from Mamata Banerjee when she is, of course, ready to hang her boots as far as politics, active politics is concerned. We're standing outside the residence of Abhishek Banerjee right now, where his wife has been served a notice by the CBI, which is, of course, investigating the alleged coal smuggling case as well. So this is as personal as it gets as far as the TMC versus BJP fight predominantly that we're witnessing in the run-up to the Lok Sabha, the West Bengal Assembly election. So this is going to be extremely crucial and critical. It remains to be seen how Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee, of course, react to this news. Abhishek Banerjee, in fact, has spoken in the past about the fact that, there are central agencies that are targeting my wife in this case as well. We're trying to drag her into this as well, and they're trying to, malign the reputation and the name of my family. He has spoken about this in the past, and now, of course, with the notice being served to Rujira Banerjee, this is going to be extremely critical in terms of the optics of it. Mamata Banerjee, so far, until the recent past, had not spoken about the allegation that the BJP had been levelling against the aunt-nephew duo, saying that they're running the show. That is why Trinamool party workers and leaders are leaving the party en masse, because they believe that it has become the stranglehold of a family as far as this party is concerned. But clearly, Mamata Banerjee was staying away from that sort of discussion or debate point or narrative which is being said by the Bharatiya Janata Party. And recently, of course, she has come down to defend her nephew. At the most recent rally that she addressed in his constituency in South 24 Parganas district in Bengal, she, of course, challenged the Home Minister, Union Minister, Amit Shah, who was in the South 24 Parganas district that day, kicking off the fifth leg of the Paribortan Yatra. Mamata Banerjee, in a rally which was happening not so very far from where Mr. Amit Shah was, defended Abhishek Banerjee steadfastly and said, they keep talking about Bua Bhatija, they keep talking about Pishi Bhaipo. Why can't they name my nephew? Why can't they say Abhishek Banerjee? And if Amit Shah has the guts and the courage, he should come to Bengal and fight Abhishek Banerjee and then think of taking me on. So a very ferocious defense of her nephew and the allegations which are being leveled against her nephew by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, of course, it's literally, Sneha, reached the doorstep of the family.
Well, absolutely. Paulami, just do be with us. But here's the thing, that the CBI has not, in fact, named Abhishek Banerjee as an accused just yet. So what exactly is the CBI looking at? Munish Pandey, just give us more details of the role of Abhishek Banerjee and his wife in all of this, and what are the clues that the CBI is looking at picking at this point in time?
Well, Sneha, at this point of time, we have been given to understand is that during investigation of this entire case, this coal smuggling case, the CBI came across the role of Abhishek Banerjee's wife, and that is why a three-member team of CBI team, according to our sources, is still at the residence of Abhishek Banerjee. They want to question Rujira Banerjee, wife of Abhishek Banerjee, today itself, and that is why they are ready with a copy of summon. If today it is not possible, then they will serve a copy of notice to any other member of the family, and they will ask her to join the investigation tomorrow. But as far as the entire case is concerned, remember, CBI lodged an FIR, and after that, they raided several premises. In last 2 months, almost 15 to 17 premises in Kolkata and nearby areas have been raided by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Initially, Vinay Mishra, one of the very close associate and aide of Abhishek Banerjee, he was raided. Then a lookout notice was served to him because till date he is absconding. And now the Central Bureau of Investigation team has reached the doorstep of Abhishek Banerjee only to summon his wife in this case. Now, CBI sources are telling us that this case is not politically influenced. During investigation, they came across a name, but, going by the timing, it was being alleged by the TMC that BJP and the central government misuses CBI and Enforcement Directorate, and again, there will be a political implications of the entire controversy, or you can say the entire investigation by the CBI and the CBI team wanting to question Abhishek Banerjee's wife. Sneha.
To tell us, as far as the coal scam case is concerned, it's got to do with some allegations of money laundering, also theft of coal. Just break this down for us. What exactly is this particular case, and who are the others really under the scanner of the CBI?
Yeah, well, Sneha, if you go by the case, the Central Bureau of Investigation lodged an FIR alleging that the coal from West Bengal and nearby areas, from the mining areas, it was being stolen, and railways were being used to transport that stolen coal. Now, Eastern Coalfield Company Limited, that company was named as accused in the case. Several railway officials and unknown officials and politicians were named as accused in the case. CBI recently arrested several people in the case. They raided several premises. But what CBI at this point of time is alleging that the politicians, especially from the TMC party, they were the one who were facilitating the government officials. They were encouraging those government officials to indulge into corruption, and the money which was illegally being generated through this entire coal theft case, that money was being not only given to the government officials, but also to several politicians. So this is how they are trying to join the dots. But as far as investigation is concerned, remember, till date, CBI has not named any TMC leader in this case. Of course, they have issued a lookout circular. They raided Vinay Mishra, a youth TMC leader in West Bengal. But till now, they have not, named accused in this case. But at this point of time, according to our sources, CBI claims that during investigation, they came across name of Abhishek Banerjee's wife.
Yes.
That is why investigative officer along with 2 other officers, they went to the residence to serve the copy of summon.
Manish.
She was not at the residence. A telephonic conversation happened, and still, according to our sources, they are waiting to question her today itself.
Yes, be with us, Munish. We'll just come back to you for more on that. Munish is tracking all of those details from Delhi, where the CBI, of course, is headquarters. He tracks the Central Bureau of Investigation. Surya Agni, this, of course, is playing out in court as well, with the defamation case that Abhishek Banerjee has, in fact, filed against Union Home Minister Amit Shah also, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. And, this is extremely interesting because, as we have been stating for a long time now, that the Trinamool, especially Abhishek, has been saying that there will be political vendetta against them. And not only him, but an array of leaders. The BJP, however, counterclaims that Abhishek is the endpoint of all corruption activities in West Bengal. Now, if you just look back, almost just 2 days back, there was a summon for the Union Home Minister, Amit Shah. The summon was issued by the MP-MLA court in Bidhannagar. This was against a case between Abhishek Banerjee and a defamation case, rather, between Abhishek Banerjee and Amit Shah. Amit Shah was summoned and asked to appear in front of that particular court, the MP-MLA Bidhannagar court, on the 22nd. And cut to today, where a notice has been served on against his wife, Rujira Banerjee. Once again, we need to understand that no summon has been issued on Abhishek Banerjee, the Trinamool MP. Neither a summon has been issued on his wife, but a notice just to the wife only. Now, the Trinamool has all out, gone all out, and they are attacking the BJP and the central government, especially, that time and again. They know that this is a part of the drill. That is what the Trinamool is alleging, that the centre, especially the BJP, they do use agencies like the CBI, ED to, threaten and dominate over political parties, especially during or just at the onset of elections. This is something that the Trinamool has been alleging against the BJP, and we are at an extremely interesting time frame that in a couple of hours maybe from now, or maybe in a week from now, elections might be just called by the Election Commission. State elections of West Bengal might be just called out any day. And just before that, Abhishek Banerjee's somewhat prediction that he and his wife, rather he and his family are under scrutiny, are being monitored by the central government, and cases might be registered against them. And not only Abhishek, but an array of Trinamool leaders.
Absolutely.
Somewhat, comes true that a notice has been served against Abhishek's wife, but no summon has been issued against Abhishek Banerjee. Back to you.
Yes, absolutely. Polami, Narda, Sarda, Rose Valley Syndicate. This is a huge poll planning for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, we'll just come back to you for more on that, Polami. We have some news.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.